Hey there, Girl Scouts. Welcome back to Live with Candy. Today I have a very special guest. I have my friend Bex.
Hi, Girl Scouts.
Today we're going to be doing a video on how to make spring flakes. And if you don't know what spring flakes are, I made it up, but it's super cool. We are going to be using coffee filters to create these really cool spring rainbow snowflakes. You can use yours to decorate your windows, something fun that's going to catch the sunlight and bring a little bit of color into your life. So the materials that you're going to be using are coffee filters, markers, and water. Okay.
And if you don't have coffee filters, you can use a paper towel or a piece of paper, right, Candy?
Of course. So don't be too worried about whether or not you have a coffee filter. You can use a paper towel, like Bex said, and she will be using a paper towel for this activity so that you can see how it turns out different using different types of paper. And what you could do at home, you can experiment with printer paper, with filter paper, and coffee filters to see how they all come out different and see what you're able to get. All right, so if you want to take a few minutes to go ahead and gather your supplies, you can come back and we will be waiting here. Let's say we'll give you 3 minutes.
1, 2, 3.
All right, welcome back. Now that we have our supplies, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our coffee filter, or in Beck's case, we're going to be using a paper napkin, and make sure that it is a square or a circle. And then we're going to fold it in half as such. And then we're going to fold it on a quarter. So we're going to fold it in half again. Then we're going to make sure that the part that is in the center, so if I were to open this up all over again, what ends up happening is I'm pinching the center of the circle. So that is the point that we're going to submerge in water. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch, so where my finger is, without any color, and then we're going to put color all the way across. So if you could see, if you have a paper towel like Bex does, she's showing. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some cool markers. You don't have to have the same color that I have. You can use different colors. You can use the same color. For this one, I thought maybe I could use the same color for this. Okay. So sometimes your markers don't go all the way through. You want to make sure that it goes all the way through to the back. So as you can see, only the front has color.
Mm-hmm.
The back does not. So I'm going to go ahead and make another half circle on the back.
And especially on the paper towels too. For some reason, it doesn't go all the way through. So like
They're a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
All right.
Spring Flakes. That's a good name.
Yeah.
Spring Flakes.
Ooh. Hey, Bex, while we're doing this, what are you grateful for today?
I am grateful for my dog. She's a wild animal. She's also just the sweetest thing ever, and I'm really glad that I get to spend more time with her because she just follows me around the house all day long. I'm so happy.
How cute.
What about you? What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for a beautiful day outside today, actually. If you got a chance to look out your window, it's really sunny and it looks warm outside. I haven't gone outside yet, but I will take a walk with my dog later.
Yeah, I tried to switch up my morning routine. And so this morning I had my coffee outside with Lucy, with my dog.
Ooh.
And it was hot, but it felt so good.
Yeah, sunlight. Always feels nice. All right. Are you almost done with your markers?
Yes, ma'am. I am done.
Okay. This is what I did. Mine kind of looks like an eyeball.
Yeah, mine looks like this.
Oh, that is so cute. Go ahead and finish your circle off before we dip it in the water. But while Bex is doing that, I'm going to show you what I do. So I open mine up, make sure that it's all the way around. If it's not, I go back and I color it. So then I'm going to put my finger in the center, and then I'm going to close up the coffee filter around my finger like this. And then I'm going to dip it in water. So.
Do you dip the whole thing in water or just the?
So I dip just a tip. You can try to dip the whole thing in water and see what happens. I wouldn't suggest you do that for fun all the time because it's going to change the way that your coffee filter looks. So definitely try that and see what happens.
Alrighty, let's try this. It looks like very 70s.
I like it.
All right, let's see. So, submerge. Okay. All right, it's in there. In my cup. Alrighty.
Awesome.
This is what my cup says.
Hello.
Hello, my old friend.
Awesome. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait for a little bit and see how our stuff turns out. While we wait, what we can do is we can make another one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go ahead and make another masterpiece to submerge once we are done with this, you may. Also, sometimes we might mess up with our coffee filters or paper towels and it may come out kind of funky. This is one of the ones that I tried and wasn't very successful, but that doesn't mean that I can't use this coffee filter anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reuse this one and I'm going to fold it in half and then half again. And then I'm going to try to put some more color on here and see what happens. I think it'll look cool. So while we wait for the other one to do its thing.
It looks really cool.
Is yours starting to move already?
Mm-hmm. And I think it'll take it's like different amounts of time for depending on what you use, right?
Definitely. So coffee filters take a little bit longer, and paper towels are a little faster. But paper towels soak up a lot of water, so you have to wait a long time for it to dry, whereas coffee filters dry a little bit quicker.
Mm. So candy.
Yeah.
What is color anyway?
So I'm glad you asked. Color is actually a perception, just like taste and smell. If you don't know what a perception is, it's something that we as a human can, I don't want to use the same word, but perceive. So if we taste something and it tastes like pineapple, what is our thought? What would you think it is? If it tastes like pineapple.
A pineapple.
Yeah, definitely. So, and then what colors come to mind when you think of a pineapple?
Yellow.
Yellow, definitely. So, color is also a perception, just like taste. And like a lot of people, some people like some flavors, other people do not. Like whoever likes spicy food, and you bring a spicy food plate to a party, and then your friends don't like spicy food, then you're just kind of like, Oh man, my friends didn't like spicy food, but everybody has different taste buds. Therefore, everybody sees different colors as well. But a color, like I said, is a perception, but more importantly, it's the reflection of the light that shines off an object. So let's say you look outside and you see your car and it is a bright red color. So that means that the light that shines off of that car shines off red. And the color that shines off of the trees is typically green because of the leaves. Unless you're in the fall and then you get these pretty yellows and oranges and reds and browns.
My favorite.
I love it. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. I finished up my second one.
Awesome. Has your first one gone all the way through?
Looks like it.
Okay. I'm still waiting for mine to go all the way through, but I can show you what it looks like. Bex, can you share what yours looks like?
Yeah. This is what, here, I'll show it the other way. This is what mine's starting.
Ooh, so fancy.
Very
right. So this is what mine looks like.
Nice.
My color's starting to like melt.
And
that's going to happen. You can play around with it and see if you get different colors, different combinations, create different varieties of colors. Sometimes the colors mix together and you end up with this crazy cool mixture of like blues and greens and purples and yellows. So it's really cool.
Yes.
Awesome. So if you already did this, if you have already had a dry one, I've had a couple. What you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half as such, and then you're going to fold it in half again. And if you would like, you can fold it in half one more time. So then you get this pizza slice looking thing. And you take a pair of scissors. If you don't have scissors, you can create little cuts with your fingers, which is what I'll be doing. So I'm going to tear. Oh, it's a little bit tougher than I thought. I'm going to have to go get some scissors. So bear with me. Bex, continue on without me.
So I'm going to start to cut like Candy said. And you're going to cut on the, see how this side is closed, this side's open. So you're going to cut on the open side. Oh my gosh. Well, actually. I'm going to cut little shapes. Especially this part because we're using scissors with this shape. I started out by doing a triangle. I hope I'm doing it the right way, Candy. Right?
So I'm going to be doing this as well. I'm just going to cut a little triangle into the side. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, if you mess up, you can try again. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Unless you don't like the outcome, then you can try again.
Yes. And we're cutting on the side that not the closed side, right?
No.
The part that opens.
So I'll show you in just a second how mine looks. I'm just cutting the edges on one side. It doesn't matter actually which side you start cutting on.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, I like cutting the tip off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the tip, and it makes a cute little hole in the middle. Let's see. So All right. So if you can see mine, I did triangles along one side and half circles on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So then over here on the top, I'm going to do, I'm going to cut out little like waves. What that looks like. I can show you in just a second.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome. And can we can cut out the white, right? Like right here, I could cut this part out.
Yeah. So what I did is I cut off a little bit of the color, so you can see,
Mm-hmm.
so that when I open it, it actually looks like a super cool
Oh, I love that.
colored snowflake. Awesome.
Hence a spring flake.
Totally. Okay. If anybody was wondering what happens when you accidentally submerge the whole thing in water, I forgot mine in the water, and this is what happened. It just like all the color ran out, and if you look at my water, it's green.
Oh, okay.
So what ends up happening is the color goes through the coffee filter right back into the water. And so what you end up with is a clear looking coffee filter, or sometimes you get a little bit of color in there, but your water ends up looking like whatever color it is that you were trying to use.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah. So in case anybody's wondering, what we just did is actually chemistry. We did more specifically color chromatography, which is the separation of a mixture by passing it through a solution and a medium, so that we can see how the colors separate. So in this case, our mixture was our color. If you don't think a color is a mixture, take a look at your spring flakes. Each color has different shades in it. If it's really dark blue, you get some light blues and some greens. If you have some violets, you also have some pink in there. So each color is a combination of other colors.
Sorry, my dad. Yeah, what? Dad, what do you need?
Cut!
Can't redo it all over again. Okay, start over. Sorry. From where you were at.
I don't even know which part we left off on.
Sorry, you were talking about what happened with the colors.
Yes. So each color is made up of different colors. Like if you can see, the violets are made up of also a little bit of pink. There's some yellow in here. The blues and the greens, well, blue is made up of green and yellow. And it seems like there's a little bit of pink in there as well, which is really interesting. So if you go around your spring flake, you can take a look at all the different colors that make up a color, which is really fun. And that is what we call chromatography. Chromatography is super cool. We can use it to see the colors in plants. If you were to go outside and grab a leaf, you can actually take another piece of paper or a coffee filter and then rub that leaf color on the center, and then submerge it in water and see how the color separates. And you can actually see that there's blues, there's well, depending on the color of the leaf, you can see that there's green, there's brown, there's yellow. There's a lot of yellow in a lot of these plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. So that is our activity for today. Bex, did you enjoy that?
Yes, I did. And I learned a lot. So thank you so much, Candy. It was a lot of fun. And I'm going to make a million of them and just hang them all over my wall.
Yeah. So actually what I was thinking is that we can make like a kind of like what are those things called that you put on your window? Not like, I want to say sun catchers. No. I'm not sure, but like tie them to a string.
Mm-hmm.
Make like a curtain full of these.
Yeah.
At different like heights.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you put them all on a curtain rod, they kind of just like float around in the air.
Yeah.
Like yeah. I think that would be super cool.
Oh yeah.
You can do just about anything with them. You can also make them into a flower. If you have one that you want to make into a flower, you just pinch it in the center with a little bit of tape, and then you tape it onto something cool like a pen or a pencil. And now you have this really cool flower pen.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I like this. I think I might make this. All right.
Awesome.
Bex, do you have any questions about this activity today?
No. I think it was really fun. It was really helpful, and can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, awesome. Well, girls, if you like this video, you can follow us on YouTube. You can also go to our Girl Scout website, which is girlscoutshcc.org. If you're not a Girl Scout, you can go and register as a Girl Scout. You can also find other cool activities that we're doing on there. We are holding webinars. We're creating YouTube videos. So much cool stuff for you to do while you're at home. Maybe if you want to go on a trip and you still want to earn a badge, you can totally do that, even if you're not able to go to a troop meeting.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Is there anything that you want to add, Bex?
No, this is great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Heidi, for taking the time to teach everyone.
Thanks. All right. Well, I will see you again next Monday with another cool activity. And maybe Bex can join us again, or I'll have another live guest, which would be super cool.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Until next time, you want to clink?
Yes, I'm going to use my water.
Clink, clink. Bye.
Bye.